Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you mid this morning for a returning artists or albums I'm excited for in 2021 special video. This is for returning artists or albums I'm excited for in 2021 video. So I'm going to discuss what I am going to be talking about in this video and let you know my thoughts on what I think of these returning artists or albums that are coming out in 2021. So let's dive into this video. Now I'm going to start off with the first one that I'm going to talk about, which is Band-Maid Unseen World. That is coming out January 20th, so I'm really hyped for it because the last Band-Maid album was really good. I really like Conqueror a lot. Few songs I wasn't sure about liking, but still the album did pretty good. Um, Band-Maid Unseen World is gonna be their next studio album. I'm not sure what number. Uh, they've made quite a bit, but yeah. Uh, I heard the new single Different, and I really like that song. That was a really good song. I hope you guys enjoyed my review for it. But yeah. Uh, I don't think they revealed the track list yet, but it should be out soon. Maybe towards the end of the month or in the new year. Uh, Possibly the new year at least, like a week or two before the album drops. But yeah, the first one I talked about was Band-Maid Unseen World. Now, the second album I'm going to talk about that I'm really excited for is Architects for Those That Wish to Exist. This is coming out February 26th and of next year, and it's only at least 2 months away, so it's pretty soon. It's coming up in a little bit. It's still 2 months away, but 2 months can go by like that, like at the blink of an eye. But uh, sorry that you have to hear that cat meowing like crazy. He's just, I don't know why he's doing that. My cat's just doing that. But yeah, Architects for Those That Wish to Exist. I enjoyed the first two singles from the album. Animals as the lead single was really good, and also Black Lungs, which did come out 2 weeks ago, was still really good. I know I reviewed it a little too early, the track for Black Lungs by Architects, because I really thought it was going to come out November 19th, but I guess I was wrong. Uh, or that day, or the next day, or the week after. But yeah, Architects for Those That Wish to Exist. I did actually hear the Discourse is Dead and Dead Butterflies, only the live versions. I didn't hear the studio version songs, but they're saying they're gonna release it February 21st. Sorry that I keep tilting the camera a little bit, but yeah, the second album I talked about was Architects for Those That Wish to Exist. The third album I'm going to talk about that I'm excited for, that's coming out in 2021, has got to be A Day to Remember You're Welcome. This was a long awaited album to come out, and yeah, I'm really excited for it. I like the singles Resentment. Degenerates, it's fine. It's meh. It's not great. It could be a lot better, but it's just the way Jeremy's singing "My friends are degenerates, but I'm never changing," or "Liars, cheats, and hypocrites," and all that stuff. All those other lyrics with it. But I do like the breakdowns in Degenerates. It's actually pretty good. Uh, like the bridge breakdown, it's pretty good. But Resentment was one of my favorites. Mind Reader was good. in its own way. Um, Brick Wall, I really did like the fourth single, Brick Wall. That was really good. It took them like 7 months to make that song, but they finally did announce their release date, and it's March 5th, 2021. So that's a week after Architects' new album drops. And again, sorry that I'm really tilting the camera in this video. I'm trying not to, but I'm just like tired right now because I had a really good night's sleep and I'm just ready to get started with my new day and all that. But yeah, the third album I talked about was A Day to Remember's new release that's coming out March 5th next year. You're welcome. The next album release I'm going to talk about that's coming out in 2021 is Evanescence, The Bitter Truth. This, I enjoyed the last single, Yeah Right, that they dropped like almost 2 weeks ago. And that was not a bad song. It was actually pretty good. I liked The Game Is Over a lot. Use My Voice was alright. Uh, it was a political song, but it was alright. And then the first single, Wasted on You. Uh, Again, I'm really sorry that I'm tilting this camera. I have no idea why I'm doing that. I'm just like really tired and not focusing on the camera, and me tilting it and all that is making it bad for this video. But yeah, uh Evanescence, The Bitter Truth is coming out March 26th, and I'm really excited for it. I hope it's a good album. I'm a little hesitant because some of the singles were not as great, but uh, it just Wasted on You and Use My Voice were fine tracks, just not particularly my favorites. I think The Game Is Over and Yeah Right were probably the best ones, uh, in my opinion. But yeah, the fourth album I talked about was Evanescence, The Bitter Truth. The fifth album I'm going to talk about that's coming out in 2021 is While She Sleeps, Sleep Society. Now, I am really excited for this one. Uh, I enjoyed the first lead single, Sleep Society, the title track for their upcoming record. It is dropping April 16th of 2021. So I'm really hyped for it. And yeah, uh that was pretty much the only single they dropped. They may drop another single later in the month or in the new year before they get ready for the new album. Um I am still tilting this camera like crazy, and I do not know why. It's just my hand is cramping a little uh when I'm holding the camera. But yeah, the camera phone, of course. But yeah, While She Sleeps, Sleep Society, I'm really excited for. I think it'll be a really good album. I know So What wasn't my favorite, but it had its good songs and its mixed bag kind of songs too. But still, the fifth album I talked about was While She Sleeps, Sleep Society. The sixth album I'm going to talk about that's coming out in 2021 is Weezer's Van Weezer. Now, I am really hyped for this album. I have been waiting for a Weezer album for almost 2 years now. Um, this was supposed to come out May 15th of 2020, the Van Weezer album, but it got delayed due to COVID, and a lot of returning artists that were supposed to come back in 2020 didn't happen, and now it's getting pushed back to 2021 with some artists. But yeah, Weezer Van Weezer, they released 3 singles from the album: End of the Game, Hero, and Beginning of the End. and beginning of the end is going to be on the album. That is going to happen. Uh, it should be on the album, hopefully. I don't know 100% for sure, but I did enjoy End of the Game. That was actually not a bad song. Hero I really like too. And yeah, it comes out May 7th of 2021. So about 5 months from now. So it is a little bit, but who knows? 5 months can come up pretty fast. So uh the sixth album I talked about was Weezer Van Weezer. The seventh album or EP I'm going to talk about is Godsmack EP. They're going to be releasing an extended play next year. I don't know if they're going to release an album, but their album is probably not going to come out till 2022, unfortunately. So it is a little bit, but it's fine. And there was another there is another band I'm going to talk about in a moment, and then I gotta wrap up this video and come at you for a second part. But yeah, Godsmack EP I'm pretty stoked about, so I hope it turns out to be good next year. We won't know what happens if they announce its release date. So the seventh topic I talked about was Godsmack EP. The eighth, at number 8, we're going to talk about Breaking Benjamin new album. Now, their last album was Ember. Their official studio album was Ember. I know Aurora came out earlier this year, like January 24th of 2020. And I do own the CD. So, yeah. I had to pay like $12 for Aurora. So it was a little pricey, but I did it anyway. But Breaking Benjamin's new album should be out summertime of next year or maybe closer to the fall. I don't know for sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm really stoked for it, and yeah. In number 8, I talked about the Breaking Benjamin new album. And number 9, I'll talk about Bad Wolves' new album. Their last album was Nation, and that was a pretty good album. I really enjoyed that album. It was like awesome. Probably one song I wasn't sure about liking, which was Sober, and that one was not bad, but it was a little mellow. And Tommy Vex's voice in it was fine, but it was one of the mellower tracks on the album, so it's not bad. But yeah, number 9 I talked about was Bad Wolves' new album. I hope it comes out next year, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll have to return to you for a second part for more of the returning artists or albums I'm excited for in 2021. But Bad Wolves should be dropping a new album next year. But thank you for watching this part 1 of returning artists or albums I'm excited for in 2021 video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a little lengthy, but yeah, it kind of had to be lengthy because there was a lot to talk about for upcoming releases coming out in 2021. So definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in part 2 of the returning artists or albums I'm excited for in 2021 next video. So I'll see you in the next video.